everyone, so today's video is going to be my end of February updates, and I'm going to start with my Papilioanthe taiwaniana. And as you can tell, I have a flower spike. I actually have 3 flower spikes, so this is one, this is the second one, and this is the third one. This is my Brassavola cucullata red form, and you can see it has a new growth, but it's growing on the underside. So I had to put a piece of plastic between the growth and the rock just to prevent it from getting stuck. So far seems to be okay. It did almost get stuck before I caught it, so I'm glad I put the plastic there in time. And this is my LC Supersonic Striking Lip, and it's pushing out a new growth. I'm pretty determined to get this to bloom this year, so hopefully it does. And this is my Phalaenopsis fimbriata, and it currently has 3 flowers open, and on those 2 spikes there's I think 3 buds total. I also have many buds coming on, you can see that younger spike on the left, and then a couple on a younger spike on the right, and then a couple on the middle spike there, so this one is doing very well. And these are my Vanda leucostele seedlings. For the most part, there hasn't been too many thrips that I could find, except for this one. You can see those 2 black specks, and that's definitely a sign of them, so this one needs to be put away. And for this one seems fine. This one, there's some black spotting underneath this kind of broken leaf, but I'll just move it aside and clean it up, and we'll see how that goes. So in terms of my environment, for my little Vanda area, I added a shade cloth and I removed that little umbrella, mainly because I just think the light's too bright for pretty much all the plants that are under it. And this is my Trichoglottis pusilla. I managed to pull this growth out from where it was poking out from the center stem. I was originally concerned about destroying the center stem, but it's already destroyed by that growth, so I think it's done growing, and I think just the 2 growths from the side will continue to grow the plant. And this is my Rhynchorides Bangkok sunset. You can see the leaves are quite purple, but with the shade cloth, it's more green. And this is my Vanda jennae. I think it's finally climatized to my environment. It seems like the root tips are continuously growing, and you can see it's just starting to push out a new leaf in the middle there, so that's a good sign. And this is my Galeandra baueri, and it's in bloom, so it's great. One thing I added to this shelf is this black tray, and what I like to do is fill it with water just to help with the humidity. I still spray the area down, but I think having a tray of water just in general around here is good, especially these guys are prone to spider mites. And this is Ctsm gladiatorium crossed with barbatum, and it's finally in dormancy. And this is my Leptotes bicolor. It seems to be really hanging on to its flower spikes that it's starting, so I think that's a really good sign. This is Bulbophyllum annandalei, and you can see it has 2 new growths, so that's great. And this is Bulbophyllum sulawesii, and it's pushing out just 1 growth. And this is my NOID Phalaenopsis. I've been pretty good at not moving it, so all the flowers are facing the same direction. There's still a few buds that haven't opened yet, but so far the flower show is looking pretty good, I think. And this is Vanda cristata, and it's pushing out its flower spike. And this is Cattleya dormaniana. It's also pushing out a new growth. And these are my Dendrobium Scabberlingu seedlings. So this one was in a bigger pot with some other plants, but the other ones weren't doing well, so I just moved it to a smaller pot. And this is Dendrobium draconis, and has a new growth. And this is Dendrobium coroniferum. Seems like it's doing okay. One concern I have is that the leaves are curling a little bit. This one is turning yellow, so I think it might be a humidity issue. I do always have the fan on. Well, I always have it on in the morning, so Even though the airflow is good, it's probably disrupting the humidity around here. And this is Dendrobium Scabberlingu, and it looks pretty bad. No signs of new growths or anything. I'm hoping it'll be okay, but it seems to be going downhill. And this is Dendrobium Christianum. Has 2 growths going on it. So far, so good. This is my Bulbophyllum saltatorium variation elbow ciliatum. And I am planning on giving this away. I did make some pre-orders for this spring, so I kind of need to get rid of some plants. And since I just bought this to fulfill a minimum purchase amount, I'm getting rid of it. And this is my Phalaenopsis cornu-cervi shadow latte, and it has 4 buds on it. This one I'm also thinking about giving away. I do like it, but I'm also not really married to it, so if I need to make room, then I'm okay with this one being gone. Haven't decided yet, though. So for this plant, I had mounted it on cork. I thought about removing it from its plastic mount, but since it doesn't degrade, I just put it on top, and the idea was to put moss on it, but I ran out of moss, so I gotta buy more. But that's the plan for this plant. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!